into this madness. If you haven't checked out episode 1 yet, go watch it first. Trust me, you'll want to know how this whole sorority chaos started. Otherwise, you're jumping in mid-drama, and where's the fun in that? Alright, now let's get into it. So, after being embarrassingly ignored by the sorority girls, like, completely ghosted mid-dance, I decided it was time to take matters into my own hands. Sure, they didn't let me join their exclusive club, but that didn't mean I'd go quietly into the night. No way. This was personal now. I dialed up my best friend, Chaos Queen, because, trust me, she lives up to that name, and told her about my sorority snub. I was thinking she'd come over, maybe bring some confetti or pull a harmless prank to get back at them. You know, typical revenge stuff. But what does she show up with? An ambulance. A massive, fully functioning ambulance. Before I could even ask her why she thought an ambulance was the perfect vehicle for revenge, she flirted, heading straight for the sorority girls like it was an emergency, except they were the emergency. The sound of tires screeching filled the air as the ambulance bulldozed over the girls, and boom! She ran over the sorority leader and her bestie. But instead of a dramatic end, they magically respawned. Yup, just like in a video game. 1 second they were flattened, the next they were standing there like nothing happened. My friend, not one to be deterred by a little sorcery, just kept going. She ran over them again. And again. And again. At this point, it was like watching some twisted game of Grand Theft Auto, but with fewer consequences and a lot more pink sorority flowers. After what felt like an eternity of this bizarre showdown, one of the girls finally shouted, "Stop!" Another one yelled, "For real!" The leader, who was now on her 5th respawn, had had enough. She looked at my friend with a mixture of frustration and confusion and snapped, "You're such a bad driver." The leader and her crew tried to escape to the sidewalk, but Chaos Queen was having none of it. She swerved onto the sidewalk and ran them over there too. It was relentless. No safe zone in sight. At this point, the sorority girls were officially broken. They waved their metaphorical white flags and surrendered, admitting defeat. It was clear that they weren't going to win this battle, no matter how many times they respawned. And me? I just stood there, watching with a grin on my face. Sure, I didn't get into the sorority. But in the end, I got something even better, an epic revenge story that'll live in Berry Avenue lore for years. Who needs a sorority membership when you've got a friend willing to bring an ambulance to your personal vendetta? Moral of the story? If someone doesn't let you into their clique, don't get mad, just send in the ambulance. Revenge is way sweeter than any sorority initiation ceremony.